Somewhere beneath the jungles of Vietnam, there is a cave so massive that clouds form inside it. And scientists didn't even know it existed until 1991. But the clouds aren't the strangest thing hiding in there. Welcome to Son Doong, a name that translates to Mountain River Cave. Hidden inside the Phong Nha Ke Bang Mountains of central Vietnam, this isn't just the largest cave chamber on Earth. It's a world unto itself, with its own rules, its own sky, and secrets that have only barely been uncovered. Today, we're going deep. Son Doong is so large it could swallow a New York City block, skyscrapers and all. Its main chamber stretches 5.5 miles long, 660 feet high, and 490 feet wide. To put that in perspective, Boeing 747 jets could fly through the cave in formation without clipping the walls. The cave was formed over 2 to 5 million years ago, carved by an ancient underground river that dissolved the surrounding limestone over unimaginable stretches of time. That river still exists today, roaring through the cave floor in total darkness. You can hear it before you can see it. A local man named Ho Khan stumbled upon the cave entrance in 1991 while sheltering from a storm. He heard the roar of the underground river and felt a fierce wind blasting from the cave mouth, and then, terrified, he ran. He didn't tell anyone for nearly 2 decades. When Ho Khan finally led British cave explorers from the British Cave Research Association to the site in 2009, they were stunned into silence. Their equipment couldn't even measure the full dimensions at first. The cave was simply too big for their instruments to comprehend. Inside the cave, explorers found stalactites taller than a 25-story building. These calcium formations, called giant cave pearls, took hundreds of thousands of years to grow. Some are so perfectly spherical that scientists still debate exactly how they formed. No one has fully explained it. But here's where it gets truly extraordinary. And if you think the stalactites are shocking, what's living inside this cave will make you question everything you know about where life can survive. Stay with us. The ceiling of Son Doong has collapsed in 2 massive sections, creating openings to the surface called dolines. These skylights are so enormous that they allow full sunlight to pour into the cave. And with that light came something impossible. Entire jungles have grown inside. These underground jungles, called Garden of Eden by explorers, contain trees, ferns, and vegetation found nowhere else on Earth. Species of plants evolved in near-total isolation for potentially thousands of years. Scientists believe some of them may be entirely new to science, still unclassified. And then there's the weather. The temperature difference between the massive cave interior and the outside world creates powerful wind currents, gusts so strong they have ripped equipment from explorers' hands. But that's just the beginning. When the humid jungle air meets the cooler cave atmosphere, clouds form. Real, actual clouds, floating inside a mountain. If you're finding this as mind-blowing as we are, hit subscribe right now. It's free, and we release discoveries like this every week. But trust us, the most unbelievable secret of Son Doong hasn't been revealed yet. There's something hiding at the very end of this cave that's never been fully explored. The cave contains its own ecosystem of animals adapted to life without light. Blind fish, cave-dwelling spiders, and crustaceans have been discovered in the underground river system. These creatures evolved in complete isolation. Their eyes disappeared over generations because sight became useless in eternal darkness. The walls of Son Doong are covered in something explorers call cave pearls, smooth, perfectly round calcium carbonate spheres that took between 100,000 and 500,000 years to form, layer by microscopic layer. The largest ones found here are the biggest ever recorded anywhere on Earth. They look like alien eggs. Now forget everything you assumed about the pace of exploration. As of today, the deepest sections of Son Doong have still never been reached by human beings. A massive calcite wall, nicknamed the Great Wall of Vietnam by explorers, blocks passage into the unexplored sections. Nobody knows what's on the other side. Plot twist. Scientists believe that beyond the Great Wall of Vietnam may lie an entirely separate cave system, potentially even larger than Son Doong itself. Ground-penetrating radar suggests massive voids extending far beyond the current explored boundary. The largest cave on Earth might actually be the entrance to something even bigger. What you're about to hear was only confirmed within the last few years. And it changes how scientists think about cave ecosystems entirely. The jungle inside Son Doong doesn't just exist. It's actively growing, evolving, and expanding. The cave is alive in a way no underground environment has ever been documented before. Only a handful of humans have ever set foot inside Hang Son Doong. The Vietnamese government strictly limits access to just 1,000 visitors per year, and tours cost up to $3,000 per person. A permit to visit requires months of advance booking. This is, without question, one of the most exclusive places on Earth. The reason access is so restricted isn't just about preservation. It's because the cave is genuinely dangerous. The underground river floods catastrophically during monsoon season, transforming the cave floor into a raging torrent that can fill sections 30 feet deep in hours. Explorers have come within minutes of being trapped inside. Here's the fact that has haunted scientists since the cave's discovery. The cave's internal climate is so stable and self-contained that it functioned as a perfect refuge during ice ages. Ancient pollen samples found deep in the cave sediment suggest that when the world outside froze, life continued thriving inside Son Doong, undisturbed, unaware, perfectly preserved for millennia. There was once a proposal to build a cable car inside Hang Son Doong, running tourists directly through the cave's most breathtaking sections. The backlash was so fierce that it made international headlines. Scientists, explorers, and conservationists united in outrage, calling it an act of destruction against one of Earth's last, truly untouched wonders. The proposal was ultimately shelved. For now. Hang Son Doong isn't just a cave. It's proof that this planet still holds secrets so vast, so impossible, they defy imagination, hiding in plain sight, waiting to be understood. We've walked on the moon, mapped the ocean floor, and photographed distant galaxies. And yet a mountain in Vietnam spent millions of years hiding a world inside itself that we almost missed entirely. If this planet can still surprise us this completely, imagine what else is out there. And speaking of things hidden beneath the surface, our next video dives into more mind-blowing facts from the deep rabbit hole. Discoveries so strange, they'll make Son Doong feel like a warm-up. Subscribe right now so you don't miss it, because this is the kind of thing you'll wish you'd watched sooner.